Okay, let's go ahead and head over to task 1 when you have finished all of your Spark questions. So we can think of an equation as a balance scale. So when equations happen, so when equations are true, they're the same on both sides and your balance would be perfectly straight and level. So this scale shows two quantities that have equal weight. So we can see that this is balanced. So even though they don't have the same thing on both sides, their values end up being the same. So an equation is a mathematical sentence that shows two expressions are equivalent. So we have an expression on this side, we have an expression on this side, and this is saying they are equal. So equations have that equal sign. So two expressions that are equal. So I want you to think about what is the difference between an expression and an equation. So take a second and think about that. So an expression is just the problem. So if I have 4 plus 3, that's what I'm doing. I have 4 apples and I got 3 more, 4 and 3 more. I can also say that that is equal to 7. Another expression is just 7. I have 7 apples. These, and now I can turn it into an equation by putting an equal sign. So this is an expression. This is an expression. These two expressions have the same value. So together with the equal sign, they make an equation. So we want to write an expression to represent the left side of the scale. So what two terms do we have here? So we have 2 and we also have 5. And what do you think they're doing with those? So we know that these are balanced. So if we multiply them, that would be 10 and this would be heavier. So what operation can we do to balance this? So we need to add these. They're just placing them. We have 2 and they put 5 more on. We're just adding on to what we already have. So now we want to write NX. So we have a unit of 2, we have a unit of 5. Together they make 7. So now we want to write that expression for the right side of the scale. So we just have this one term here. So they just placed 1 unit of 7 on here. So this one has a unit of 2 and a unit of 5 together. This one just has 1 unit of 7. So now that we have both of our expressions, we can go ahead and make those into an equation. So now we want to write this equation to represent what this scale is showing us. So see if you can write that expression. So on the left side, we had a unit of 2 and a unit of 5. The term 2 and 5 added together equals the expression of 7. 2 plus 5, we can combine those like terms. 7 equals 7. They should be the same on both sides. So what do you think would happen if the 2 were taken away? So let's take this here and remove our 2. So what's going to happen to the scale? So think about that for a second. So this scale now is not balanced. So which side is heavier? The 7 is heavier, so the 7 is actually going to tip down more than the 5. The 5 will go up because it weighs less. The 7 will go down. So if the 2 were taken away, we would no longer have any balanced equation. So our equation would not be true if we took something away. So go ahead and complete everything on task 1. And then when you are ready, come back and let's do task 2.